The World Development Report is focused on what we call digital dividends. You know, the digital world has exploded. Every day there are 4 billion Google searches, but there's still 4 billion people who are really not getting access to the internet and receiving the full benefits. So what we know is that while it's spreading quickly, it's not spreading evenly. It's not spreading especially to the poorest. So we are making very specific recommendations for what countries can do to help their citizens actually begin to reap the real benefits, the dividends of the digital revolution. You know, we're already seeing a lot of great examples of how the internet and the digital revolution have helped countries. Alibaba is one example where 8 million people now benefit from the Alibaba network, and they're actually selling things that they make to the rest of the world, and more than 60% are small and medium enterprises, and the majority of the people participating are women. This is great news for China. We're also seeing that mobile money has had a huge impact in countries in Africa. In fact, some African countries were leaders, and so people are able to send cash to their parents in far-off regions that they never would have been able to do before. We're seeing things like in healthcare, little SMS messages are helping HIV patients take their medications. So there are many, many benefits already. We think that the way the world economy is changing, unless we get very aggressive in preparing developing countries to make the most out of the digital revolution, we'll never be able to end poverty or to boost shared prosperity. One of the most important things we do at the World Bank Group in order to ensure digital dividends is to provide advice from evidence that we've now collected about what countries can do in terms of the policy environment. One of the key findings in this report is that governments have an extremely important role to play in encouraging the kinds of activities that will make access to the internet more universal, more affordable, and safer. Appropriate regulatory regimes are extremely important. The encouragement of public-private partnerships is extremely important. The rational auctioning off of licenses so that you get the best quality and the lowest prices has been extremely important. But a second element that we can't overemphasize is that every person in the developing world needs to have the capacity to make use of the internet. You know, we see very high rates of stunting in parts of the world in which young children actually don't have the neural connections to later be involved in, for example, high-tech industry. Making sure that every single one of their citizens is capable of living in this rapidly changing digital world will be critical.